the light of guidance. Why every age needs a living Imam.
So the Imami Shia understanding of human history is that as long as there's been humans on earth, God has always intended humans to recognize God and recognize the obligations that God has placed on humans. But in this notion, humans left to their own devices will not be able to figure this out. So there's an argument that the Imami Shia gave that God has always established a human being who represents him, who conveys his guidance in an infallible manner to the people of the world. That person in the post-Muhammadan period, he's called the Imam, and in a general sense, he's called the Hujjah, the proof of God. So there's many sort of teachings in Imami Shiism that say the earth will never be vacant of a proof of God who teaches people God's guidance or who teaches people the truth from the falsehood.
Since the dawn of time, God has never left humanity without guidance. He sent prophets to every nation. And when the final prophet, Muhammad, peace be upon him and his family, completed his mission, God ensured that his light would continue through the divinely appointed Imams, leaders of both spirit and soul. Imamat is not an invention. It's rooted deeply in the Quran. When Prophet Ibrahim was tested, God said, "Indeed, I will make you an Imam for the people." Surah Baqarah 2:124. But even he asked, "What about my descendants?" And God replied, "My covenant does not include the wrongdoers." This shows that Imamat is a divine covenant, granted only to the pure. In Surah Al-Anbiya, God says, "We made them Imams who guide by our command." And in Surah Al-Sajdah, they became leaders when they had patience and certainty in our signs. These verses prove that true leadership is appointed by God and guided by revelation. Hadith of the Prophet 130-230. The Prophet, peace be upon him, told us clearly, "I leave behind two weighty things, the Book of Allah and my Ahlul Bayt. Hold fast to them, and you will never go astray." This hadith is found in Sahih Muslim, Tirmidhi, and others. It shows that guidance doesn't end with the Quran. It continues through the family of the Prophet. Whoever dies without recognizing the Imam of their time dies the death of ignorance. How can a Muslim live with purpose without knowing their Imam? Recognition of Imam. 230-330. Classical scholars like Allama Majlisi wrote powerfully on this. In the book Recognition of Imam, he says, "Acts of worship without knowing the Imam are like a body without a soul. And the Imam is the proof of God on earth. Without him, religion is lost in ritual and darkness." The book teaches that in every age, God has a representative, an Imam, through whom the spiritual path remains alive and illuminated. The Ismaili perspective, 330-430. Ismaili Muslims believe that the chain of Imamat never broke. From Imam Ali, the first Imam, to the present day, each Imam continues to guide the world both spiritually and practically. Today, the 50th hereditary Imam, Shah Rahim al-Husseini, known as His Highness, leads the Ismaili community. He is a direct descendant of the Prophet and continues the mission of justice, knowledge, and mercy. His role is not symbolic. He is the living Imam, a guide for the soul and a light for this age. Without the Imam, faith becomes hollow. With the Imam, it becomes alive. He is the rope that connects us to the divine in every generation. Recognize the Imam of your time, and you will never walk in darkness again.